Hello guys, welcome to this mathematics paper only presentation under trial graph. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more videos like this. And you're welcome to my WhatsApp tuitions. So if you want to contact me, the number is 0968014743. This one is my number. You can WhatsApp me or call me direct or text me. So let's start with the first question. So the question is saying the diagram below shows the speed time graph of a 100-meter sprinter who accelerates uniformly for 3 seconds until he reaches a speed of 12 meters per second. He maintains the speed for 7 seconds and then uniformly retardates for a further 4 seconds and comes to a stop. We have the starting point or the initial point, which is 0. So what is happening here from 0 up to 12 meters per second? It is just acceleration. Then from this point here up to this point here, what is happening here? It is deceleration. Then from 3 seconds to 10 seconds, what is happening here? It is 0 acceleration or constant speed. Okay, so let's try to answer the questions. The first one is saying calculate the acceleration during the first 3 seconds. So we need to calculate the acceleration here during the first 3 seconds. So now acceleration is given by the change in velocity over change in time. Or if you don't want to use this one here, you can use the formula for finding the gradient, but you need to put A as the acceleration, whereby you are going to say y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This one here, it is also applicable. So what is our change in velocity here or speed? So the change in speed here, it is just 12 meters per second. So we have 12 meters per second. Then in this question they are saying for the first 3 seconds. So the time here, it is just going to be 3 seconds. Then when I divide here, the answer is just going to be 4 meters per second squared. So this one is here is our acceleration, which is 4 meters per second squared. The next one, we need to calculate the retardation at the end of this race. So the retardation at the end of this race starts from 10 seconds up to 14 seconds. Now, starting from 10 seconds, what is our initial velocity here? So our initial velocity here is just going to be 12 meters per second. Then our final velocity at 14 here is just going to be 0 meters per second, like this. Y is the final velocity 0. So in the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So here we are having time, so we can just say in the time axis, speed is equal to what? 0. So apart from that one, the time is starting from 10 and ending at what? 14. So we can easily find the duration here, whereby we are just going to say 14 minus 10. Then the answer is just going to be 4 seconds. Now we can calculate the retardation. So we have acceleration or retardation. Since here we are talking about retardation, so let's use retardation is equal to final minus initial over time. So our final here at 14, it is just 0, then minus the initial here, which is 12. So we are going to say 12 meters per second. Then divided by the time here, the duration here, it was 4 seconds. Then we can say 0 minus negative, or 0 minus 12 meters per second, we are going to get negative 12 meters per second divided by 4 seconds. Then when I divide, the answer is just going to be negative 3 meters per second squared. So when you talk of retardation, always the answer that you are going to get when you calculate retardation, it is going to be a negative answer. So our retardation here is just negative 3 meters per second squared. Then the last one, which is C, the distance he covered in the first 10 seconds. So we are ending here. So one thing that you need to understand about the distance covered is that the area under the graph or the curve is equal to the distance or displacement covered by an object. So if we just consider this shape here, we are going to find that this shape here is the trapezium. So we need to use the formula for finding the area of the trapezium. So area under the graph is equal to the distance. So we know that area of the trapezium is given by half, then open bracket, a plus b, then close, multiplied by the height. So in this case here we have half, then open bracket. So the values for a and b are going to come from the parallel lines. So we can see that from 0 up to 14, let me say from 0 up to 10 and from 3 up to 10, these lines are parallel to each other. So we can just say the value of a is just going to be 10. Okay, so if the value of a is 10, starting from 0 up to 10 here, which means the value of b is just going to start from 3 up to 10. Now, 10 minus 3, we are going to get 7. Then close. Then the height is going to come from this side here. So the height that we have here is just going to be 12. So the height we have 12. Then from there now, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to say half into half, that is 1. Then the half of 12, it is just 6. Okay. Then from there now, we are going to add here 10 plus 7, we are going to get 17. Then 17 multiplied by 6. So we need to say 17 multiplied by 6. So 6 multiplied by 7, we need to get 42. So 2 remainder 4. Then 6 multiplied by 1, we are going to get 6. Plus this 4 here, we are going to get 10. So it is 102. So the final answer here is just going to be, let me say 102, yes. Now it's meters. Since we are talking about the distance covered, so it should be in meters. The next one. The next one is saying the diagram below shows speed time graph of a particle moving in a straight path. So on this side here we are having speed, and here we are having time. So the first question is saying calculate its acceleration for the first 12 seconds. For the first 12 seconds. So what was happening here is just acceleration. Then the next one here, what was happening here is just an object was moving, or the particle was moving with constant speed. Then even here, the particle was accelerating. Okay. Now they are saying in the first 12 seconds. So it is from this point A up to this point here. So we need to do likewise. Acceleration is equal to the change in speed or velocity over the change in time. So we can see that the change in velocity or speed here, it is just 24. So we need to write 24 meters per second. Then divided by the time here, it is just 12 seconds. As the result, 12 into 24, the answer is just going to be 2 meters per second squared. So this one here is our final answer for question A. The next one. Find the distance when the particle covered in the 24 seconds. So we need to calculate the distance covered by the particle in 24 seconds. So starting from this point here, and I was starting from 0 up to 24. So if you can see clearly, this one here is this shape here. It is also a trapezium. So the area of the trapezium, since area under the graph is equal to the distance traveled by an object, so we are going to say the area of the trapezium is equal to half, open bracket, a plus b, close bracket, multiplied by the height. So in this case here we have half, then the value of b and the value of a are going to come from the lines which are parallel to each other. So we are starting from 0 up to 24 and from 12 up to 24. So what we are going to do here, the value of a is just going to be 24. So we can write 24. from 0 up to 24 here. Then the value of b is the value from 12 up to 24. So 24 minus 12, we are going to get 12. Then multiply by the height. So the height here, it is just 24. So we need to multiply by 24, which is the height. So half into half, that is 1. Then half into 24, that is 12. Then 24 plus 12, we are going to get 36. Multiply by 12. So we need to do likewise. 36 multiply by 12. To multiply by 6, we are going to get 12. So 2 remainder 1. Then 2 multiply by 3, that is 6 plus 1, that is 7. Then 1 multiplied by 6, that is 6. 1 multiplied by 3, that is 3. Then we had here, we are going to get 2. Then here, 7 plus 6, we are going to get 13. So it's 3 remainder 1. Then 0 plus 3, that is 3 plus 1, we are going to get 4. So our final answer here is just going to be 432 meters. So this one here is our final answer. So let's calculate the last one. The last one is asking us to calculate the value of v, which is this one here. Okay. So given that the total distance covered was 600 meters, calculate the value of v. Calculate the value of v. So what we are going to do here, we need to do like this. Since they have given us the total distance from 0 up to 30, which is 600 meters. So we need just to consider this shape here, which is the trapezium. Okay. So what we are going to do here, since we have already calculated the total distance covered by an object in 24 seconds, and it was 432 meters. Okay, this one was the distance from 0 up to 24. So for us to find the distance from 24 up to 30, since we know that the total distance, it is 600 meters, we are just going to say 600 meters minus 432 meters. Okay. So here we are going to remain with 5, then here 9, then here we are going to have 10. So 10 minus 2, we are going to get 8. Then 9 minus 3, we are going to get 6. Then 5 minus 4, we are going to get 1. So the distance covered by a particle from 24 up to 30, it was 168 meters. So we need to use this 168 meters to find the value of v. Now, since we know that this one here is a trapezium, so we need to use the formula for finding the area of the trapezium. Okay, so what we are going to do here, since the area starting from 24 up to 30, it is 168. So we are going to write 168 meters. Then it's going to be equal to half. Then the value of A and the value of B are going to come from the parallel lines. So from 24 up to 0, then from 0 up to V. These lines are parallel to each other. So the value of A is just going to be 24, which is this line here. So we are going to write 24. Then the value of B is just going to be this V here, since this line here is parallel to this one here. So we have V. Then the height, it is from 24 up to 30. So it is 30 minus 24, which is giving us 6. So half, we are going to get 1. Then half into 6, we are going to get 3. Then from there now we need to multiply. So we have 168 meters is equal to, so we are multiplying 24 multiplied by 3, this 3 here. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 4, we are going to get 12, that is 2 remainder 1. Then 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6 plus 1, that is 7. So here we are going to get 72 plus 3 multiplied by v, we are going to get 3v. Then from there now we need to collect the like terms. So this 72 is going to cross an equal sign, then it is going to change to a negative number. So we have 168 meters minus 72 is equal to 3v. So from there now we need to do the assumption here. We have 168 minus 72. So we need to say 8 minus 2, we are going to get 6, right? Then 16 minus, since 6 minus 7 it can't, so we are going to get this one all. 16 minus 7, we need to get 9. Okay, so here we have 96 meters is equal to 3v. Since we are finding a value of v, we are going to divide this one by 3, even here by 3. 3 and 3, they are going to cancel each other. Then the value of b is just going to be 3 into 3, that is 1. 3 into 9, that is 3. 3 into 6, that is 2. So the value of v here, it is just 32 meters per second. This one here is our final answer for v. So if you find this video to be useful, share it to your friends, and thanks for watching.